Hello everyone, Grandmaster Var Akobian here with 1000 GM, and I'm here with my student Jonathan MacTig, and we're going to analyze the games from round number 4, Los Angeles I Am Norm tournament. Let's take a look at this game between I Am Grabinsky versus FM Gebajlovic. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, Knight C3. So we have the 4 knights opening here, okay? And this is a very theoretical, but considered not too much for white. Let's see. Let's see what Grabinsky is going to try to bring. Grabinsky is a very aggressive and attacking player. So let's see. Bishop b4. All theory takes. And here is b takes c6 is the main theory here. B takes c6. Usually the theory goes like this.
Oh, okay.
Like this. d5. Take. Castle. And this is how normally the theory develops, okay? It's about equal here, not too much. But in the game, Black actually played a little surprising move, d takes. This is not good.
Oh yeah, this is what I was thinking.
Lose a turn to castle. I'm not sure what Gebajlovic has in mind here, but let's see.
I think he wanted to avoid the openings and just like go straight to an endgame structure and hopefully simplify for white.
Go to a slightly worse endgame?
Yeah, and just trust your endgames. That's kind of stuff I do in speed chess a lot, where like I just know I have better endgames, so like let's just not play openings. So that might be what he was
you don't really want to go to the worst position out of the opening, you know?
That's why I say it's more of a speed chess idea. It's just like playing a known endgame that's slightly worse and just knowing you'll outplay.
So I see a critical idea here. Here is a critical moment. I would pause here a little bit to try to explain to you guys. So white played everything correctly. He obtained this position here. And here, he needs to figure out something here. You got to figure out a way to attack the c7 because it's going to make it difficult for him to defend. Okay? So I would start with a move, let's say bishop f4. Say, give me the pawn.
Rook says no.
If you go here, then actually I'm going to say, thank you for the dark square bishop, okay?
Yeah.
Then again, I'm going to claim a little bit of an advantage, okay? After this move. A little bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
So, So what to do now? He have to defend rook a c8. Let's see. Now again, we say, give me that bishop. If you go to d6, I have e5, forking the bishop and knight. So it can't go anywhere. He goes here. And now we say, give me that. Give me that bishop. You can't go back to e5, I take, c5, I take, e3, I take. You're going to go back here. And we're going to settle it like this. And clearly, this is a very nice advantage for white because two bishops. And on top of that, we have a nice majority, 4-on-3 on the king side, okay? So this would be a very lovely endgame to play for white, okay? And the long-term advantage, not easy to win again. Black is very solid, but again, you just have very, very nice advantage here. But unfortunately, Grabinsky didn't play this. He played the bishop d3, more like a normal developing move, but it's not as active here, the bishop. Knight d7, f6. Now, after f4, the idea is to play f5 to trap the bishop. So f6 is the normal response. h3, h6, king e2. So the question is the king really well placed on e2? I actually would consider also playing long castle here. Okay, long castle would be my consideration here as well. Long castle and try to bring the rook h to e1. So I think that would be nice. But he played king e2. Rook h e8. Knight a4. Nope, not giving the bishop now, see? Okay, now this concept is not the best. Yeah, we know the knight's on the rim and advancing the pawns. We know this concept. We're familiar with this. It's risky. Now Black starts his contraplay. f2, c4. Okay, maybe rook a d1 would have been a little bit better, just to bring the pieces into the game first before committing any more pawn moves. That's here. Knight c3, a6. c5 is a possibility here too, and now c5. Ooh, allowing c5. This must be very good now for white. H4. It looks like white is gaining the upper hand here. Knight e2, correct move. Trying to maneuver the knight to the beautiful square on d4. Bishop g4. Knight d4. Okay, so this one maybe not the best. Let's see. Because it's allowing some ideas here. So let's see here. Rook ac1. It's a curious move. I think the idea is actually just specifically against the knight c5 sacrifice, not allowing black to get activities there. Because in the game he allows a sacrifice, and black gain 3 pawns and a lot of activity. But if he starts with this move, then goes knight d4, I think black's position is pretty grim, Jonathan. No good squares to go to. So very strong move, rook ac1 here. We're going to see now why. Because he went here, take, and look at this. Look at this sacrifice. Beautiful sacrifice by black here. And look at this.
Yeah, the knight just becomes a monster.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop goes here.
Snap that off.
Thank you very much.
Give me your bishop.
We got a complicated game right here, guys.
That's so cool.
3 pawns. I mean, maybe white is still technically better, but at least
you don't have super complicated. Like anyone would have a hard time playing this from here. Yeah.
Yeah, and it went on to being a draw here. This was actually a bad move now, rook d3. So probably the best move is just to play rook c4 here, something like that. But again, rook c4, c5, it's complicated. Now black is better. Rook c3 perhaps.
Yeah, down the exchange. Oof. Now things are getting good for black.
Yeah, and now he offered a draw here, and black took it.
Why?
I am offered a draw to an FM, and he took it, but why? Why?
Just win the game now. Just go win
here. Why take a draw here? FM Gebajlovic. Why?
Go get paid. $3. Let's go. That's right.
3 connected pass pawns.
3 connected pass pawns.
Yeah.
And you're up on the clock as well. This is your moment.
I don't think I wouldn't take a draw here. I would just keep playing here.
Is this pretty common though when there's like a rating imbalance and like you're playing black?
Sometimes. I wouldn't say all the time, but sometimes.
It just depends on the player.
I already offer a draw, so sometimes you have that.
Yeah.
Anyway, very interesting game. And white was doing awesome until he allowed this sacrifice, you know? So again, he had to just play a little bit preventing here. Rook ac1. Neat move, rook ac1.
And then the same idea is so strong. Yeah,
it's just extremely strong. I mean, it's just technically winning endgame here because essentially you're playing up a pawn here.
Yeah, because you do the exact same thing, knight to d4. If you want to show everybody the line, just so they can play like rook d8 or something for them after c1, so that the users can see like what we mean. So we play like rook c1 on the here.
Yeah, rook c1. So let's
and then rook d8 or something. Yeah, and then you can play your knight idea, and now it's completely sound. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this was a missed opportunity for Grabinsky, but in the final position, black was better. He could have been the one pushing for a win.
100%. That was really cool.
So hope you guys enjoyed this interesting game, and we'll be back with more games for you. See you soon.